Hello everyone and welcome to a very nice game that just finished from today's Bundesliga. It is Haik Martirosyan versus Matthias Bluebaum. Matthias, fresh off of his qualifying for the FIDE Candidates Tournament, he qualified alongside Anish Giri via the FIDE Grand Swiss. He completely obliterated everyone. It was, truly a spectacle for the eyes. The chess he played now takes on Haik Martirosyan. And it's not the first time we're featuring Haik on the channel. We featured one game in 2019 where he defeated Tigran Petrosyan, the Levonovic, obviously, and it was a very nice game. But yeah, other than that, so this is only the second time we're featuring Haik. It's we could say it's a miniature. I don't know. Some of you guys get offended when I say 30 moves in a miniature in 2025, but it's basically 25 moves of theory, and then the game is over. So I don't know, it's kind of a miniature. But yeah, let's check it out. It's a lot of fun. I was hoping to show also Nicolas Teodoro versus Vincent Keimer, or rather, I think Vincent had white. But no, Teodoro had white, and Vincent had black pieces, but it was a very, very quick draw, so unfortunately we did not get a huge clash there. But okay, let's check out this wonderful game. Haik with white opens with pawn to d4. We have pawn to d5, pawn to c4, pawn to e6, and knight to f3. We have knight to f6 and knight to c3. Bishop to e7, and now bishop to f4. Bishop to g5 still by far the most played. Bishop to f4, trying to mix it up a little bit, the Harwitz attack. Okay, now I guess you're not so much fighting for the center as when you play bishop to g5, so black doesn't have to play something like c6. Black can go all the way with pawn to c5. We have d captures and c5, bishop captures, and pawn to e3. We have knight to c6, pawn to a3, and castles kingside. We have queen to c2 and queen to a5. All been played before, so nothing new here. Rook to d1 and bishop back to e7. We have bishop to e2, preparing to castle kingside. Knight to e4, and c captures on d5. We have knight captures on c3, b captures on c3, and e captures on d5. Castles kingside, and pawn to h6. Again, all been played before. We have pawn to a4, rook to d8, and now there are a couple of games where rook to b1 was played. Here we have queen to b3, and it is now as of move 16 that we have a completely new game. And both the rook to b1, the move that was played before, and queen to b3. Queen b3 is the top move recommended by the engine, so obviously both of them are still well within their preparation. Matthias even more so. You can see that he has an hour and 27 minutes on the clock, so almost full time. And we have queen to c5, the first real move of the game that where he actually spent some time. Okay, we have knight d4, trying to trade knights to fix his pawn structure, and of course knight to a5, going after the white queen. We have queen to b5, offering a queen trade, and now it seems like you can capture a pawn here and also defend your knight, but rook c1, and you're going to have to lose material. So knight to c4 and pawn to e4, trying to weaken that knight on c4, and the safe move here would be to go pawn to a6. And the reason I'm saying this is that this is only move 19 and already where the game takes a pretty wild turn. But you should play a6, trade queens, captures, and now you trade on d5. Let's say knight captures, and now you can go, let's say knight b2, you attack the rook, you attack the a4 pawn, you still put pressure on the d5 pawn, you win back your pawn, whichever one you prefer, and okay, you have a nice game. But after e4, bishop to d7 was played, giving up the b7 pawn. And okay, Haik captures it. We have bishop captures on a4, and now rook to a1. And this is where the situation, sort of becomes very, very hard to control. And you should go back with bishop to d7, but even then, it's very, very hard to play this with black. In the game, knight to b6 was played, trying to defend the bishop with the knight, and now white is completely winning. It's not the first move that comes to mind, probably why Matthias blundered it, but, you guys are amazing. Of course, you guys will find it. Feel free to pause the video and win the game for Haik while I give you a couple of seconds. And also, sorry about that R. Obviously, this is not a rapid game that was left on the robot from the previous video, so sorry about that. Even though Yeah, I hadn't. Yeah, it wasn't a rapid game. Yeah, I don't know why there's an R on the robot, but okay. If you were able to do it, congratulations. You are an amazing, amazing tactician. And for those of you who just want to enjoy the show, it is bishop to e3. And you probably, if you have thought of the move, you thought of the move because you were going after the queen. But the queen is not the target. You have to X-ray further. The real target is the knight, the defender of the bishop on a4. And obviously the queen as well, but you have to save the queen, and then the knight hangs, and then you capture the bishop on a4. That's just it. And if black does nothing to remedy this, knight e6 opens up a discovery on the queen, also picks up the rook, so that's game over. So Matthias tried rook 8 to b8, hoping that Haik will capture on a7, and then maybe he can harass the queen a little bit further. But Haik said no, thank you. I'm just going to move the queen a6, and knight e6 still looking like an incredible move. And there's no good move for Matthias here. Probably best is to just move the bishop to e6, but still, you just run into knight e6, and it's objectively winning for white. So that's kind of the same as resigning. So he tried queen captures on c3. Maybe Haik messes it up. Knight to f5, now attacking the bishop, so the knight moves with tempo, and now you are threatening bishop captures knight as well. Okay, bishop to f6, we have bishop captures on b6, rook captures on b6, and queen captures on a4, and now Haik is just up a full piece. He has a knight, obviously Matthias doesn't. Can Matthias still do something? Well, he does have d captures on e4, which means that now he has 2 pawns for a piece. So maybe he can still play it. If he gets that pawn pushing down the board, good things might happen. The problem is it's Haik to move, and he just gobbles up the pawn. Queen captures on a7. We have rook to b2 attacking the bishop, and now bishop to h5. And unfortunately, you cannot go for g6 as knight captures on h6, then captures on f7. Also wins for white pretty easily. So queen to b3 was played. Now comes rook to a6, and after bishop to c3, we have rook to a3, and he was in this position on move 30 that Matthias Bluebaum resigned the game, as there is nothing more to be done here. So beautifully played by Haik, completely outplaying one of the candidates of the 2026 candidates tournament, Matthias Bluebaum, in a classical game. I mean, in mere 25 moves. Okay, the game lasted 30, but the game was over well before that. And you're down a piece, but you're losing more material because you have to move the queen somewhere to defend your bishop on c3. And once, let's say, queen b4, you can even play queen c7 before capturing on f7. Now you attack the bishop, you attack the rook, and once black handles that, then you will capture. Or you can even play knight captures on h6 check, g captures, queen captures on f7 check, king to h8, queen captures with check, king to g or h7, doesn't really matter. Queen g6 check, king to h8, queen captures, king to g8, and now, of course, our good friend the rook comes to deliver checkmate on g3. So yeah, beautifully played by Haik. This was, almost felt effortless. But yeah, he was prepared very well. Matthias was also prepared very well. He just got outplayed. And yeah, I mean, look at this once again, just this one beautiful move. I mean, e4 and then just bishop to e3. I mean, you just don't expect it to work so well because there's a knight here, there's a queen here, and both knight and queen have to move in order for you to get the knight to b6. But it just works. It's beautiful stuff. So we can even I'm not going to use it as a thumbnail. Might spoil it a little bit, but yeah, we could use this as a thumbnail just to make it a little more interesting. So yeah, that's the game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. The Bundesliga started again. If you have any favorites, do use that hashtag suggestion. I might do a full video on it, or if it's just maybe a tactic you like in the game, maybe we can do some shorts. Also, I've started doing those. Maybe maybe I'll continue. Maybe I won't. We'll see how I feel like it. But yeah, all in all is well. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. I would like to thank Anthony Manucci, Robert Aratun, Rokaho, John Anderson, and Ulrich Tini for your contribution to my channel. Thank you a lot. Really appreciate it. As usual, you can check 2 of my previous videos here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon, continuing to check up on your wonderful suggestions and whatever else happens in the chess world. So thank you all. I will see you soon, and have an excellent rest of your day. And if you want to make sure you don't miss tactics like these, first link in the description below, download Lotus Chess, and, well, start crushing your opponents today. See you soon.